Welcome to another exciting edition of The Ravens Flock. It is Saturday, June 17th. Springtime is over, folks. We are in the scorching heat of summer. And
my God, it's gloomy.
It's gloomy. Which in our case also means that we're in stormy season, but that's normal for Floridians.
Indeed. For those of you who don't know, we exist on the ass end of the United States, which is also the penis of the United States, which is also the armpit of the United States. We're in a very diverse location.
Yes, we are, but that still doesn't stop us from streaming live to talk to all of you. I'm your host, Jose Casabona. I'm also host of Wrestle Rewind. I am the founder, executive producer, and content manager of this awesome channel that you are tuning into right now, and we appreciate each and every single one of you. And joining me on my left is the host of Los Amigos Play, Mr. Angel Mendez.
Hello, everyone. Thank you kindly for joining us today. It is, as usual, an honor and a joy to have you listening to what we have to say. Not much else to start with except welcome to another Saturday of shenanigans, and I hope you enjoy the ever-embarking and increasingly psychotic discussions that will follow.
Yes, indeed. And speaking of psychotic, joining on the right is the host of the Black Files, my type permanent for Wrestle Rewind, a man who puts in the man hours behind all the videos that we produce on the channel every single week. Don't worry, folks. He is certified sane, Mr. Juan Arouse.
Thank you for that introduction, Jose. Don't you ever forget the Mister.
And much like all our other shows on this channel, we are simulcasting on youtube.com/TheRavensFlock and twitch.tv/TheRavensFlock online for now. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications on all of our media content. Leave your questions and comments below, and we will answer as many as we can while we're live. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an Inner Flocker. For $4.99 a month, you will have exclusive access to all the perks that comes with being a member. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the Inner Flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those membership badges and custom emojis that we've made just for you. If you're not an Inner Flocker yet, check out the pinned comment right here on the live YouTube chat. Click on it. It's only $4.99 a month. There's no obligation. You can cancel anytime, but there are rewards for being an Inner Flocker, especially for those of you who've been around for long enough. Let's see who sticks around long enough to reach the 4-year mark, where we get to make them a golden inner flocker. Speaking of which, I see Reverie and Lisa Boo in the YouTube stream already showing
Tiffany.
off their custom emojis.
Hello, Tiffany Washington and the Struggler. Welcome
back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Let's see. Lisa Boo, Reverie, Tiffany Washington, Nikki Bella holding it down one more time. Thank you all so much. And Eric Cooper. Hey up there, Aaron Cooper. Welcome to the Ravens flock. We appreciate you here. You also get access to members first and members only content. A special discount to our merch store. Link in the description already provided there. It's a short link too. tiny.cc/shoptrf. It's easy to remember, and inner flockers get a special merch discount. You also get access to us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your ideas, your comments, your suggestions on what you think we should be covering and helping us shape the future of this channel.
Absolutely. And on that subject,
And wait, real quick, Straggler, that is an ancient question that has been asked since the moment we opened up membership on YouTube.
We tried that, but we had to play it safe because Auntie Susan is very strict with her rules.
you mean Uncle Neil?
Well,
yeah, Auntie Susan
this was
retired.
back when we were still
Oh, yeah,
around.
that was back
she
then.
was still there. And let's just say that whoever took her place is unfortunately no less strict. So for the sake of the children, because, you know, Flock Clan is for the children. We gotta make sure the
Tang Clan is for
Flock
the kids.
Tang Clan is
Oh
for
my
the
God,
kids.
you guys are
we gotta
butchering it.
play it safe on this one. Sorry.
That being said, that doesn't mean that we're not, as Juan pointed out, I just want to reiterate, that doesn't mean that we're not open to new ideas. Like Juan said, any ideas that you guys can contribute will help us for the future of our channel. And on that subject, I like to think that on the world of social media, we've branched out pretty well. We have a great YouTube channel that's still churning around. We still have a Twitch channel despite all the shenanigans going on with Twitch.
If you don't know, check out our stream from last week about Twitch. We might be jumping ship somewhere else soon.
Yeah.
We might be kicking Twitch to the curb.
Yeah.
We
Well,
might.
All right. Well, but point being, we have, like I said, we're pretty known on social media. We have a Facebook, we have an Instagram, we have a Twitter. We'll be plugging that all before the end. Now, one of the ideas, and I'm surprised that hasn't come up earlier, is that we never opened a Reddit account for the Ravens Flock, but it's probably for the best that we don't.
What the hell's Reddit? What are you talking about?
Reddit is basically, if anyone remembers the ancient times of the internet, it is a conflagration and compilation of multiple different message boards. Yes, as in like online text forums where you interact with people by posting messages. Also, hi there, Vixen, the original
Hello.
inner flocker.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to the Ravens flock. And maybe Rumble, maybe not. We don't know. But to answer Struggler's question, and the Reddit communities range from all sorts of different topics, from anything as benign as gardening and healthcare, and people who are diabetic, who are like people like exchanging stories, thoughts, ideas, resources with each other, to things as bizarre as, well, I kid you not, there's a Reddit forum for people who use their sink instead of their toilet to go take a pee.
Listen, the water saving bill is very important. And if that means I gotta piss when I brush my teeth, I will do. Wait, what? Listen.
It sounds like fortune!
Well, no.
Well, here's the thing.
No. Fortune, 99% of the time, the thread in Fortune devolves into pure shit posting.
It's true.
Reddit at least has some matter of moderation. Some
Thanks
people
to Reddit
with
mods.
the title of mods that apparently do it for free or something. The important part of the matter is that Reddit. That it sounds like I don't know why the word is fading from my mind.
Reddit, read.
I
read it.
Yeah.
I
guess.
read it.
There was a post that I saw on Twitter once saying, "Listen, society fell because back in the day, if somebody wanted to have sex with a toaster, we called them insane and throw them into the loony bin. But now, if you go to Reddit, you can find an entire submode of people who love having sex with toasters."
Oh my God!
Well, rather you could, because as Joe has ever so eloquently put, Reddit in of itself has been hit by the nothing from the never-ending story. And if you try to go to the website right now, you're more likely to find a big, gray, empty blob of nothingness.
Oh, no,
Actually, that's more along the lines of what you could find as of, let's say, 2 days ago.
So earlier this week, yes. So as of 2 days ago, there was a huge blackout that happened.
Hello,
on
Aaron. No,
Reddit.
you're not late. You're
You're
just
not
in
late
time.
this time, Aaron.
You're not
right
late.
on
You're
time.
good. 2 days ago, there was a huge blackout on Reddit that lasted a period of 48 hours, just 2 days, and the reason being, Juan, if you'll please pick up from.
Okay, first off, I was about to lead into that. Don't cut me off to say the same thing I was going to say, man. I was going to say the exact same stuff. It's pretty much this, folks. Behind the scenes on Reddit and on every major social media app, you have an API. That is the backdoor access for programmers and developers and third parties to be able to integrate with each other, to be able to have like, oh, hey, this is my app and this is my tool, and if you wish to post on your Reddit, on your Facebook, you can click on it here. A lot of different resources use that.
It's like an interconnecting freeway that eventually takes you to all roads lead to Reddit.
Pretty much, but it's not just restricted to Reddit. Every major social media app has it. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
It's on the corner,
TikTok
right next to the
even.
gas station Reddit and that Reddit where they keep posting that creepypasta of the Vaporeon.
No, Angel, we're talking actual program.
It's not a real animal, Batman.
Angel, let's please not.
Juan, please continue.
So, Reddit had basically announced that for the first time, they're going to begin charging third-party developers for access to the API. Now, this in and of itself is not it's not an uncommon practice. It's a business. Every one of these social media apps, they're different companies, they're different corporations. They answer to their paymasters. They have to pay their bills somehow.
Server space is not free.
It's not free. We kid you not. But so they have to make their revenue somewhere as far as ads and all that stuff is concerned. That's usually the basic model that everyone does. But charging third parties who develop apps and want connection into their so glad I'm fried. Oh Jesus, Tiffany. Jeez. Ugh. Well, I know what you mean. I'm about to get fried tonight. Point is, charging access for these APIs is a common occurrence. The question would actually be, how much are they charging? They're charging roughly, let's say about a pop 50 a month, roughly.
$1.50?
No, $150 a month. It's not exorbitant, because let me put it this way: Elon Musk's Twitter, and I will continue paraphrasing with Elon Musk's Twitter,
Okay.
is charging over $10,000 a month.
Yeah, that is
for
a steal.
access to
For
the
150,
API.
that is a steal.
Yeah, for access to the API. It's stupid.
Now, I think that's because of the risk. Because Twitter just gives you Twitter. But on Reddit, if you go on Reddit, you're going to find what you're looking for.
Angel,
but you're going to devolve into something else.
That's not it. It's just access to the actual infrastructure of, hey, I would like my app to be able to interact with Reddit, so whoever's using my app can post things on the Reddit of their choice.
Yeah,
that's it.
that seems like 150 a month worthy.
Yeah, it's not horrible. It's not uncommon. However, plenty of Reddit mods had seen this as a horrible and flagrant and egregious extortionistic claim against our freedom to post freely. How dare they interact with our power and our
How dare you put
control.
$1 amount on my rights?
For those of you who do not know, the Reddit mod is the most disgusting and debased creature there is. Somehow even below the average 4chaner. The Reddit mod is a human being that has surrendered their humanity for the claim of fictitious power, with the awesome ability to ban the hell out of anybody for whatever reason, and is usually given to the hands of people that should not have power to begin with. So the moment that they're reminded that their powerful capitalist overlords actually rule over them with the mighty dollar, they were not very happy, because anything that challenges their power causes rage.
All right, Juan, go ahead and continue.
Well, since we've got, if you don't believe me on this, we could take a look at this article from Wired. Also, Tiffany Washington said that she has a WWE/AEW question.
Hold those questions
Wait a bit for
until after we're done here. Like, give us at least a half hour, and then we'll get right to it,
The
okay?
middle part of the show is for wrestling. Please hold your questions until the end of Mr. Rouse's presentation.
Also, Physetter Macrocephalus is in the chat. Hey, up there, Sperm Whale.
Hey.
Welcome to the Ravens Hawk. It's entirely fair, and Reddit should be embarrassed. I reject my humanity, says Reverie.
Oh, my God.
Putting on the mask of the banhammer.
All right. So,
Okay, if y'all don't believe me about the shenanigans here, check out Wired, because apparently, if we're not a big, gigantic website that claims to be purely news, we're not legitimate enough. But check this out.
follow along, everyone, as we read along this article.
All right, Reddit. The Reddit blackout is breaking Reddit. When the users' revolt ends, if it ever does, Reddit's communities won't ever be the same again.
And of course, the flaming laptop had to be there as a nice touch.
All right. So
it's pretty easy to piss people off on Reddit, less so to piss off seemingly everyone on the platform. Still, Reddit's management has succeeded in doing just that as it weathers protests over its decision to charge access to its API. That ruling risks putting the company in a death spiral as users revolt, the most dedicated community caretakers quit, and the vibrant discussions move to other platforms. The company's changes to its data access policies effectively price out third-party developers who make mobile applications for browsing Reddit. Two of the most popular options, Reddit is Fun and Apollo, which together have over 41 million downloads, are both shutting down. So this is an issue. After some initial backlash from users and disability advocates who said Reddit's changes would adversely affect accessibility-focused apps aimed at people with dyslexia or vision impairments, Reddit said it would exempt those apps from price hikes. Those apps also have far smaller user bases than Apollo or RIF. So there is a legitimate concern. It's not just, hey, like we shouldn't have to pay money in order to have access for the API. There are other third parties who, like I mentioned here, who cater to folks with reading disabilities or vision disabilities. Speaking of which, if you need lens wipes, Angel, I've got them over there. Pass me some if you can.
Where are they?
You don't know. It's under the mic over there.
It's the one that says 100.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna need me one of these.
See, take one and take one and I'll take the other. There you go. You don't need them because your glasses are immaculate.
No, he doesn't need them because his beautiful bald head literally reflects all light away from him.
Pretty
Joe
much.
lives in eternal darkness. He can't see because
No one
all
can
of
hear
this-
you, Angel.
Joe lives in eternal darkness because this reflects all light away from his eyes.
It's true.
Forever. No, you don't know that. What do you think he's wearing those shades? He's been literally daredeviling his way to life for the last 20 years. You haven't even noticed, have you?
what can I say? I'm radiant as hell.
Right.
Anyways, but so go.
Also, Ace Detective is in the chat. Hey, up there, Ace
Hello.
Welcome
Hello,
to
Ace
Raise
Detective.
Talk.
Thank you
But
for joining
guys, Reddit is a community of high IQ, free-thinking individuals.
Oh my god.
Well, maybe they could free think a way to make some money to keep the servers running. Do you have any idea how expensive those things are?
It's redonkulous.
All right. So yeah, okay. So and when it comes to a strike, like usually a strike goes on for like indefinitely until the people who are striking get what they want.
That's how a strike goes. If you want a proper example of a strike, look no further than the Writers Guild strike happening right now in both the East Coast and West Coast. Writers of television shows, movies, streaming services, they have been striking like a motherfucker.
Nah, it's fine. Just remember until we perfect AI to write our WC shows for us.
These CW shows.
No, WC. That's what it's going to be called now.
Oh, God.
Do you expect the AI to get the letters right?
Good
Oh my
point.
god. Yeah.
And the fact that the Actors Guild, the Screen Actors Guild, SAG-AFTRA, had joined in with the Writers Guild in solidarity with the protest because, hey, writers deserve to be paid for their work and they deserve to be compensated properly. Whereas the Producers Guild of America that's running with everything on all the major streaming platforms, they're kind of like, just, it'll be fine.
I wonder how many of those producers used to be writers.
It'll
At
be
the moment
fine.
they got to the high position, they just kicked the stairs from under them.
It'll be fine.
Everything will be... It's okay. We're working on a new AI algorithm. We almost have the hands right.
Oh my God.
Now, for this blackout / strike with Reddit, however, it only lasted 48 hours. It was only 2 days, guys.
Absolutely.
For the majority of it, yeah.
For the majority.
Let me show you.
That state of weakness.
Let me just show you all over here. We'll continue. Reddit's plans, driven by an urge to make the company more profitable as it inches towards going public, sparked a protest across nearly 9,000 subreddits. Not over 9,000, nearly 9,000.
And that's how you know it was never going to win.
It was never going to work.
You couldn't even reach
couldn't
the
even
mean
reach
number.
9,000!
Vegeta is disappointed in you, but go on.
Where moderators of those communities switched their groups to private mode, preventing anyone from accessing them. Many of those subs remain inaccessible 4 days later, and their moderators say they plan to keep up the blackout indefinitely. Disclosure. Wired is a publication of Condé Nast, whose parent company, Advanced Publications, has an ownership stake in Reddit. Thank you for telling us that, Wired. We'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
The sky just happens to be blue.
However, unfazed Reddit executives appear to be this subreddit's seppuku sure does seem like a surefire way to sink the company.
Doesn't
but
seppuku just mean suicide?
But does
Yeah.
it really signal the death of Reddit?
Quote over here from Rory Mirren, Associate Director of Community Organizing at the Electronic Frontier Foundation. That, by the way, folks, the EFF is like the foremost non-government organization advocating for free speech on the internet worldwide.
Damn.
So you better thank your lucky goddamn fucking stars for the EFF. You say thank you.
Thank you.
You say thank you.
Gracias.
See, arigato gozaimasu. EFF.
All right, bro. Bring it down, my friend. Bring it
Let's
down.
round
I don't know
back
what they're
to the
saying
actual
about that.
topic.
I can't see it as anything but that, says Rory Mirror.
Oh, goodness.
Like with Twitter, it's not
I
a
concur.
No, he's like, it's not that big a deal. Yeah. It's not that serious, bro. Earlier this week, Mir wrote about what Reddit got wrong. Like with Twitter, it's not a big collapse when a social media website starts to die, but it's a slow attrition until they change their course. The longer they stay in their position, the more loss of users and content they're going to face. So he's even saying like, dude, this ain't the hill you want to die on, bro.
Of all the things
It's not
you want
gonna
to
work.
put the flag down. The hill is empty. The
No,
soldiers went
it's not
home.
a hill. It's a plateau. It's a molehill.
It's a sand playground.
It's a sand. It's a sandbox in a children's play. Why are you in a children's playground?
Yeah.
You're not allowed in there.
Well, it was supposed to
I
be.
read your story on online. You're not allowed to be near 500
It was
feet of them.
supposed to be a different Reddit, but we accidentally went to the Pokemon Reddit and ended up here.
So, in short,
It's not a real animal, Batman.
despite the disgruntledness and justification that the subreddits had, this strike was pretty much dead on arrival.
You don't put a deadline to your strike.
Yeah, because the moment you say that, you're basically telling the entire world, I am only this. The moment you put a
I'm
deadline.
only this upset.
Yeah, if you put a deadline to your strike, you just told the rest of your opposition, yeah, just wait it out and the problem will go away.
And boy, oh boy, do other folks have stuff to chime in on this whole thing?
Let me. What other folks? What are they gonna say?
Well,
I
you
was
know,
going to
the
get to
usual-
the CEO of Reddit, but
Oh, we'll get to that in a second.
We'll get to that in a second,
Let
but
me
yeah.
check the chat right quick because I'm seeing some
Whoosh.
freaking gold over here.
It's 8,999.
Aaron Cooper, the writers that rewrite all the good movies from before, yeah, them. Yeah, I know. Solidarity, you love to see it when it comes to it. Straggler, you mean the horrible writers that suck?
Oh, they
Let me put it this
definitely
way.
do.
The horrible writers that suck is who we have left. The ones who actually know their worth,
They're not there anymore.
they're the ones who are striking.
Listen, I'm just saying, the point that the writer's strike... Listen, I understand the writer's strike, and I get it. I comprehend it.
On principle.
But there was a stripper dancing in the middle of that whole thing. And I'm
Are you
getting...
gonna?
I'm
Are you
getting-
saying no to free strippers in
I'm
the middle
saying
of a
that
strike?
we may have lost the plot.
oh my
Are
god.
you kidding me? Yo, if your strike, if you're picketing out in the blazing sun at the beginning of the summer in Los Angeles or out in New York City, and you don't get at least one hot chick in a bikini joining you for no reason whatsoever other than being a hot chick in a bikini, I'm sorry, your cause is lost no matter what.
But you're missing the point here. The point
You're
is...
missing the point.
No, the point is...
I'm gonna start my own strike with blackjack and
Hang on.
hookers.
What was
your
point?
Forget the strike.
The point is, I'm going to write an AI to write a better strike.
Oh my god.
I digress. Going back to it.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's-
Struggler said it was a sand divot. It's not even a mountain. Yeah, it's weak. As a Straggler, as a writer, I'm offended to call them writers. I know, but unfortunately, they're also unionized. And I'm sorry, but unionization is kind of, important to, not be exploited by your employers.
even if their quality is questionable, they are fighting for what is considered relatively a good cause. I can respect that much. That being said, going back to the actual point of Reddit, if you put an expiration date on your outrage, it's not outrage at all.
No one's going to take it seriously.
I mean, it's Reddit. Nobody was going to take it seriously to begin with. But it's semantics. Point in case is, within 48 hours of their big, dramatic announcement, it ended. So does that mean that if I just go to Reddit, I'm just going to find everything normal the way it was?
Mostly.
Mostly as in how?
Okay. According to our good fine friend on the internet, a YouTube sibling, if you would, Mudahar from Some Ordinary Gamers,
Hey.
everybody's favorite Indian Canadian dude.
He's cool. Go on.
there were, like we said, nearly 9,000 subreddits that were shut down in protest.
Yes.
As of today, it's roughly half that amount.
Damn.
That means that some folks
They
decided
folded
to,
like a paper tiger.
like half of them folded like, okay, we're done. This ain't going anywhere. While others are like, no, we will stay the course. Trust the plan and stay the course.
But what is the plan?
I don't know.
That's right, buddy. You keep fighting that good fight.
Straggler saying, yeah, I get that. They're still horrible. You're right. You're not wrong. Is like.
It's like the worst
the
person.
principle.
Think of it this way: the worst person you ever made just made a good point.
But enough about our opinions or the other opinions that's on the article. What does the CEO of Reddit have to say?
I mean, surely. Hello, K-Storm.
Hi, K-Storm.
Surely the people in charge must have taken notice of this blatant state of fighting for the liberty of our Reddit rights.
Would you like to see what he says?
So in an article provided by NBC News of all
So
places,
you can take this with a grain of salt, but still, you can take it for what it's worth.
it's okay. I don't blame you. There's a peacock.
Trust the process.
Trust the process?
The headline reads in this article, Reddit CEO slams protest leaders, saying he'll change the rules that favor, quote, landed gentry.
What the hell does that mean?
That means aristocrats who own land. It's good to have a plantation of my own.
Hang on.
Christ.
K-Storm translation.
No, it's a little worse than that. He has point blank said their team has reached out to the mods of the closed or privated subreddits and basically said, if you don't reopen it, we will find mods that will.
So let me see if I get this straight. The mods who are so obsessed with banning anyone that disagrees with them may in fact be banned for disagreeing with somebody who is even higher in the hierarchy.
Yes, actually.
Ah.
Guys, come on. This ain't the hill to die on.
In the iconic words of Captain Picard, you may challenge that notion at your own. What was the word?
You may challenge that assumption at your convenience.
Translation: F around and find out. And yeah, no, they basically got so power hungry, the Reddit mods, that they didn't realize that no, you do not own this platform. You are not the boss of the city. If you start screwing around, the guys who are actually in charge will just go and replace you.
Hold on, K-Storm's back with another.
Hello, K-Storm.
Go on.
Welcome
But you
back.
want to know the funny?
Which one?
They said that the mods basically mod at the consent of the subscribers to that subreddit. So, like, if I believe it was the r/pix.
r/pix.
Yep, has basically they put up a poll saying, should we return to normal operation or only post funny Steve Carroll photos?
What was the overwhelmingly result?
Not Steve Carroll, Colbert.
Stephen Colbert. What was the result?
Overwhelmingly, Colbert.
Wow.
And the people in charge of Reddit can't do shit because it's the will of
the
the
people.
Redditors.
Oh
Well,
my
damn.
god.
Oh my god.
Okay, so those who actually came back, they decided, we'll come back, but we're just gonna post Stephen Colbert shit.
Nothing but Stephen Colbert forever. Great.
Nice.
I don't have a problem with that. At least
Sounds-
it's still like, hey, check it out.
All right.
This is the lamest version of cyberpunk I ever seen in my life.
Oh my
It's still
god.
kind of punk though.
So in
Kinda.
this,
I hate the AM and I hate the PM.
all right, and so this article published by David Ingram on June 15th.
So 2 days ago.
Yep. Reddit CEO Steve Huffman said Thursday that he wants to bring an end to a user-led protest that has made large parts of the influential website inaccessible this week. Huffman said in an interview that he is considering changes that would allow Reddit users to vote out moderators who have overseen the protests, comparing them to a landed gentry. The protest took down thousands of message boards, known as subreddits, starting Monday, and some communities say they plan to continue the action indefinitely. I can't even finish that word.
Definitely.
The action, the action has been led by Reddit's unpaid volunteer moderators who have a high level of control over how their subreddits are run. Participant communities went private, making them unviewable even to members. The protesters oppose changes that will most likely cut out their ability to access Reddit through third-party apps, and their action has been hobbled much of the site.
All right,
All right, let's go ahead. Here we go.
Okay, continuing from here. Huffman, also a Reddit co-founder, said he considered potential changes to Reddit's moderator removal policy to allow ordinary users to vote moderators out more easily if their decisions aren't popular. He said the new system would be more democratic and allow a wider set of people to hold more moderators accountable.
Yes, because giving the internet democracy has always worked out exactly the way we want
Oh
it.
no!
Allow me.
Reddit's current policy says moderators may be removed by higher-ranking moderators or by Reddit itself for inactivity or violations of Reddit-wide rules.
Too many pictures of Stephen Colbert. Banged.
They may also remove themselves. Many held their positions for years. Apparently, this is Steve Huffman.
You gotta understand.
Circa 2017.
Many of these Reddit mods have been there for so long that they have developed an extremely false sense of self-importance and a huge ego. Like, few people are more debased than the average Redditor mod.
Well, yeah, isn't there an old saying, like, if you want to see the true measure of a character, give them power?
Yes, good old Abe said that himself, and you know what? He was right.
Let me check the chat real quick. They honk, bro. They do sound like that though. The peacocks. I get it.
Yeah,
the more you
honk.
poke around, the more you're gonna find out. That's right. Reddit is the rat utopia experiment. Nah, wait. That's Facebook. My bad. Thank you for that, Fight
But,
Center.
yeah, no. You know that horrible experiment that in real life they gave a bunch of people like power over prison inmates, and within like a week they became horrible abusers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reddit is like that, but digital.
Oh
God
my
dang it, you're
God.
not
When you
wrong.
give the power to literally shut away people that could challenge your opinions under the guise of righteousness, when you get the power to label somebody you don't like as an ist or a phobe or an angry of anything on the internet forums, you give yourself a level of righteousness. I'm putting quotations on that word. And when your righteousness level is high enough, you think that you are right.
Actually, let me read a couple of quotes here from our from Mr. Huffman. Let's see here. Quote:
Steve Huffman.
Steve Huffman. Quote unquote, if you're a politician or a business owner, you are accountable to your constituents. So a politician needs to be elected, and a business owner can be fired by its shareholders. And I think, on Reddit, the analogy is closer to the landed gentry. The people who get there first get to stay there and pass it down to their descendants. And that is not democratic.
Wait, so are we literally having like are we having a crisis of succession for Reddit bots?
Kind of.
My beloved Reddit son. After being properly groomed in the Discord servers for years, it is time for you to take over the man.
he's not worthy. He can't be a Reddit
Why not?
No!
Prepare
he
the-
wasn't here long enough for a good man.
You're right. Prepare the digital guillotine, and he just gets banned.
So,
The level of self-importance,
needless
man.
to say, folks, it is not the best of looks for the Reddit mods who have been in and up on this hill for forever and a day. Freaking Reddit has been around for 18 years.
Wow.
It's old enough to be considered an adult.
I'm older than Reddit.
How you doing? No.
No,
no.
I came to this country before Reddit was a thing. It kind of feels weird to like have arrived to the United States before things like YouTube, Facebook, Reddit.
2005, man.
3.
3?
Yeah.
3?
I came to this country in October 2000.
Oh, no, we were talking about the start of Reddit, 2005.
When did YouTube start?
YouTube started in about
In the
same
early
time.
aughts?
Yeah, about the same time, 2006, 5.
It kind of because I don't remember what I did on the internet before those showed up.
Right. Well, you didn't do MySpace?
I did that for a while, but when I arrived, it was already slowly dying. It slowly became Facebook, and then I was around to see Facebook slowly be devoured by Twitter, while YouTube himself got into a fight with, you know what? I may have not lived long enough to explore space, but I have lived long enough to see the console wars. And that will be something I will tell my children.
Right.
In the summer of 2005.
So, in summary, this whole situation, man, has pretty much painted a black eye on the reputation of so many subreddits who decided to raise a stink over the new Reddit policy.
Over the policy for the API access. For the record, it's not a bad idea to charge for access to the API system for your website.
That stuff ain't free.
That stuff ain't free, and if, like they said, their plans are to actually take the company and turn it into a publicly traded company, actually like put it on the stock market. That sort of IPO, I'm not gonna lie, if it weren't for something as dumb as this, I would be all over that like white on rice.
Sure.
I like to try to dabble a little bit in the stock market, so I know that would be good.
Reddit stocks. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We are becoming so redundant with this. I love it.
But the point is, it would be a good idea to make sure that Reddit is generating enough of its revenue on its own to not die.
Yeah.
That being said, it's also important to give that accessibility access to like third parties, apps and developers who do that stuff for people who actually have vision and reading disabilities at a reduced cost, if not for free, because you're helping people who need help reading. I'm not even actually dyslexic, and I can understand the value of, hey, let's let people who would like to read be able to read more easily because they have a brain problem. Their brain juices don't let them read right.
There's also the fact that Reddit has become, as of lately, one of the few reliable source engines left
It's kinda
to give us
sad.
information. Because let's be honest, if I Google something, I'm bound to get advertisements. If I Yahoo something, I'm bound to get a virus. And if I if I try to Google Opera GX, I will spend 30 hours installing Opera GX over actually trying to do that.
But you go on a Reddit thread, you go on a Reddit...
I am very likely to find the answer I'm looking there within like 5 seconds.
Easily.
It's there and
Yeah.
it doesn't go away. So I'm just saying, we kind of need that stuff to keep running, guys.
There's value on this in this argument, but the freaking subreddit mods
The way they executed it is not good.
executed. That was not an execution. Do you know what that was? Do you want to know what that was? I'll tell you what that was. I'm gonna sponge your head. You are tied down to this chair. Now you have been read your last rites.
But
Do you
what?
have any final words?
But what did I ever do to deserve this?
You tried to monetize. You tried to bilk money out of us.
Oh.
And for that, you shall be executed for your heinous crime against the people of Reddit. Now watch as I electrocute you with this. A AA rechargeable battery
No.
that may or may not have been charged.
You monster!
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, sir, we couldn't charge the battery. There was no budget because we couldn't monetize in time.
We've succeeded in accomplishing our
Oh my
goal.
god, the way you illustrated it reminded me of a scene of South Park where Cartman was beating up Kyle with a foam, like,
No, he was
Yeah.
trying to kill Kyle.
He was trying to kill
with
Kyle.
a wiffle ball bat.
with a wiffle ball bat.
It reminds. It's literally that
And he
picture.
just keeps bonking him, and you hear.
It's literally the picture screaming, "I'm not owned. I'm not owned." I say as I slowly shrink into a corn cob. So yes, this entire thing, after a big pile
worst
of
meme.
much ado about nothing, became essentially what we expected to be. A bunch of people that basically decided that their cause was the righteous one, and they were going to fight for it no matter what, even when the entire world told them, "Bruh, just let it go."
Yo, Tam Tam's in the
Hey.
chat. Tam Tam, hey up there. Welcome
Hello,
to the Raven
Tam
Squad.
Tam. Welcome, welcome.
How are you guys? Let me see here. Yeah. I swear people just forgot about Bodie McBoatface, the best president.
I miss him too.
I miss him too.
Nice.
Business wants to make money. The horror. Oh no.
Yeah,
Gas
listen.
stonks.
At the end of the day, guys, 18 years or not, Reddit is still a business. Server space is money. Data management costs money. Maintaining that entire massive bank of information costs money, because all the information of the internet, both genuine and false, keeps accumulating at an alarming rate in all of its strike concept. No,
Yeah.
point in cases, money has to be made so the machine can keep running. We don't have to like it, but in no matter what world or country or government or system, money is needed to keep the machine running, because there's too many people and the trade and barter system just doesn't work anymore unless you start killing others, and that is our job, not yours.
No,
God dang it, Angel. Ain't nobody's job to be.
Yes, it is. Oh no, I ran out of gas. I'm going to the Middle East for the next 5 years.
Cut it out!
Angel, are you trying to get us canceled?
Yes, no,
Stop it!
maybe. If it's funny.
God
Oh
dang
my
it.
god.
Point is,
But Angel does have a good point. It's a statement of fact. Big businesses and companies, they need to generate revenue. They
Gotta
need
pay those
to
gotta
bills.
make
like
money.
it, but it's got to be done.
The bills gotta get paid, and hey man, for $150 a month, that's a relatively fair amount, all things considered, as opposed to other businesses that will happy nickel and dime you your entire life savings for it. So ultimately, all what these Reddit mods are doing are wasting time, and more importantly, taking away important Reddits where people could learn important information, like why you should piss on the sink.
Right?
Yes.
People needed to know the exact trajectory and the angle where they need to lean their phallus or squat over in order to pee in their sink.
There is
They're
somebody.
saving so much money in water per gallon in the flushing.
There is somebody out there right now who is disturbingly interested in the physical anatomy of the characters from the Cars universe, and they can't find their weird
They have a car
ass
pope.
physical
That means there's a car Christ. There's car Catholicism.
Does that mean that
car
the car-
Martin Luther?
Oh my
Question.
god.
Car Lutherans, car Protestants.
Was there a car world war? Do German cars get shifty looks?
What
when they
happens
drive
with
down the
Japanese
street?
cars? Oh my god.
Wait,
All those poor Japanese cars in
If everything
Car
is
Ward
synced-
2.
what about the plane that dropped the? Was the bomb
Was
sentient?
the bomb also sentient?
Oh my
No.
Now
What
I
about
have
the car Cold War?
Now I have become a car driver of worlds.
What about the Oppenheimer's a car too?
the Iron?
How
Curtain,
did he?
the
How
Iron-
did he create the demon core? Is the demon core also made of
Sentient?
car?
Wait, no. No. The bodies are machine, and you see that the doctor is a mechanic. So that core is basically a demon heart.
Oh my god, that's even worse.
All right, getting back on the main subject. That
you know
being
what's-
said,
Yeah, go ahead, Izzy.
No. That being said, yeah, no. The whole strike thing completely went to shit. But who knows? You know, maybe the subreddit should have consulted somebody over in Chicago who knows a thing or two about sticking it to the man.
That would imply actually give it a crap about themselves. Listen,
You're not
somebody
wrong.
who sticks it to the man needs to be independent, needs to be strong. You need to look in their eyes, and you need to see the strength. What do you see?
I see the cult of personality.
Exactly. Do you see anger? Do you
I
see
see
dreams? Do you
I see this smiling face on my TV.
Exactly. You see the cult of personality.
Yes, folks, it's time to go ahead and follow up with developing stories on with All Elite Wrestling.
Yes, yes,
and
Cooper.
Did we eat an edible? No. The last time we let Angel eat an edible, he nearly passed out from it. It was hilarious.
I
Yes.
vomited very violently. It was not pleasant.
It's time to follow up on this ongoing saga between All Elite Wrestling and their multi-time AEW and WWE World Champion CM Punk.
For those of you who haven't been around for the last few months or so, CM Punk once again made waves when, in the middle of an interview with, what was the name of that coked out guy? Tony Khan.
Tony
his
Khan,
current
the
manager.
owner of AEW.
Yeah,
He proceeded to pull out a bottle of water and a pack of delicious sugary pastries and went on a rant, essentially explaining that he was not being respected, his efforts to extend an olive branch were being slapped, and that he was old, tired, and working with children. And in the words of Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099, fuck them kids. It was a very expressive moment. He let out the emotions very powerfully there. Give him an Oscar.
Now, in
Absolutely.
this ESPN article, which, if I'm not mistaken, this was posted when? 2 days ago?
Take a look at the timestamp at the bottom of the picture.
It doesn't say it at the bottom of the picture. It says it right here. Yeah, 2 days. Yesterday morning.
Couldn't see the date because CM Punk is timeless.
CM Punk is
The headline reads, I'm coming back. AEW star CM Punk on the new show, which is AEW Collision, which is happening right now.
As of 15 minutes ago, AEW Saturday Collision is live on TNT. Tony Khan, pay us.
And he also talks about his injuries, and he also addresses certain elephants in the room. Or in this
Man.
case, certain bucks in the room.
Oof.
Ha.
Can you
Animal jokes. Am I right, guys?
All right, CM Punk stepped down from a die
Put it
inside
to
the
sleep,
bowels
son.
of Now Arena in Hoffman Estates, Illinois, last September 4th, with blood still on his face, a towel around his neck, and bags of muffins and sparkling water.
So even
water
they
in
know
here.
about the treats.
Yeah, no, yeah, dude, it was. What is happening here? It was televised on the internet all over the place.
I just
Everyone
love-
has seen that press conference, and because Tony Khan wanted everybody to see the press
I
conference.
just love the fact
He's a
that that has
fucking
become
doofus.
the signature of CM Punk right now. Ice cream bars, sugary muffins, and sparkling water.
Yeah, I thought he was like drinking like diet store brand Sprite, but no. Apparently, somebody went in and read the label like, no, that's diet Sprite. That is store brand sparkling water.
Hey man,
That's store brand seltzer water, man. Like,
if it,
if
gets
it
the job
works.
done. Listen,
All right.
he needed a non-alcoholic burn to make the pain go away.
The All Elite Wrestling World Championship belt has just been regained
He
in
just-
the All Out pay-per-view main event against John Moxley and was tucked under his right arm, the strap slung over his shoulder. Punk, one of the most popular and polarizing professional wrestlers of the past 2 decades, walked out of the news conference room in his native Chicagoland and, as far as AEW television is concerned, has hardly been seen since until now.
all right.
So, if you've paid attention to my latest edition of Wrestle Rewind, we did cover, during the AEW Dynamite review, we did cover that CM Punk released a short but straight to the point video vignette hyping up what he plans to do for tonight's AEW Saturday Collision, basically finishing his video segment saying that he has a lot to get off his chest.
Trust the man to start controversy and then use it to cut a promo. I'm almost impressed.
That's what he was trying to do. That's basically what it was trying to get set up. But apparently, there's still folks, even with this happening in All Elite Wrestling, who are trying to cut and paste his words. That is horrifying. Do not infringe on an artiste.
Please don't try to AI a wrestling promo. It goes horribly wrong.
All
See
right.
here. I'm actually trying to scroll down where he gets the actual. Here we go. Here's the actual beginning of the quote.
Yep.
So here you go.
All right. And I quote, I know pro wrestling is absolutely the most bizarre form of entertainment on earth, but to me, I treat it like a business, and I treat it like the television show that it is. Punk told ESPN on the first interview since last September. So y'all haven't seen me since I won the belt. I'm coming back. Tune in to find out exactly what I have to say. I'm picking up right where I left off.
The man walked onto that ring pissed off. By the way, just now, a Twitter account called Public Enemies Podcast had they are broadcasting. Punk just showed up and dropped the hardest line so far, saying, I'm sorry that the only people softer than you are the wrestlers you like. So that's how you know it's going to be funny. That's how you know it's going to be good when the band starts by basically telling the audience how much they suck. That's one of the fun
Hey guys, I'm sorry you guys suck, but you know who sucks more than you? The fuckers that you like over here.
Oh, all right. Let's keep going.
All right.
Continue with let's continue with the article here because there's a couple other quotes here from CM Punk. I think in wrestling, we always kind of joke how we always get hurt doing the dumb stuff, said Punk. Fall off a 15-foot ladder through a table, and you're fine, and you're running 6 miles the next day, and you're in the gym. And then it's just always the dumb little things, like some routine thing that I've done 1,000 times in my career, and it injures you. And then just the mental aspect of the recovery. It has not been easy. Luckily, I've got a really good support system. My wife, April Mendez, 3-time WWE Divas champion under the moniker AJ Lee, and my dog, Larry. And I've got great friends and a super great rehab team that was able to get me back this quickly, even though it doesn't feel, well, it feels like it was 12 years ago.
Damn.
Like it feels.
I mean,
like,
good for him, I guess.
Like it feels like the recovery for all that stuff, the actual physical recovery, because in that match that was described for his September 4th match when he left, when he was removed from television,
He tore into his triceps.
he actually tore his tricep off the bone.
Remember, guys, it may be staged, but those guys are getting slammed onto the mat for real.
You say thank you to all those pro wrestlers.
You're
You
welcome.
say thank you. Oh my God! Sound Mind is in the chat.
Hello.
AI Punk, no AI Punk.
No!
I want my iconoclastic pro wrestler with flesh and blood and ice cream bars running through his veins.
To this day, I
Not
still don't
circus.
understand. Listen, I don't care how advanced it is. Every time I see anything produced with AI, all I can see is, I wonder how many artists did you stole this from?
Right?
All right. Now we're going to go on and go ahead and find the other quote that addresses the main issue involving CM Punk and Kenny and the AEW executive vice presidents,
There it
Kenny
is.
Omega, Matt Jackson, and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks.
Now I'm actually trying to find the actual
this is a
Punk
long
on all
one.
of this, or the actual quote from Punk.
Well,
was
we
glowing.
could take some time to read a bit of the article.
Hang on a minute. Here it is.
All right. All right.
Okay, so he was. So the article on ESPN proceeds to talk about the match that he had prior to his leaving with Hangman Adam Page, who was the at-time AEW World Champion.
That's right. Both of these guys wrestled for the AEW World title at AEW's Double or Nothing last year on Sunday, May 28th.
All right. So in his words, and I proceed to have what I think is a garbage match because I'm trying to protect myself on stuff instead of actually just working and trying to put on the best performance I can. I'm keeping an eye out. He chopped me in the mouth one time. I'm just like, okay, did you do that on purpose? You chipped my tooth, and I'm like, all right, should I give him a receipt? It changes the dynamic. It poisoned everything for me, and it made it all really, really ugly. And that's what set all of this off. And here we are over a year later, and ain't shit been done about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man, dentists are very expensive.
Yeah, so 2 weeks before that pay-per-view event, Hangman Adam Page completely went off script and actually made a comment towards CM Punk, calling him out on workers' rights.
Which was his whole little veiled line, even though apparently Punk and Hangman Adam Page had discussed what they were going to say with each other in the promo.
But Page decided to go off script, didn't
Yeah,
he?
Page decided to go off script, you're right.
Oh, no.
And decided to take the chance to take a personal jab at CM Punk over an issue that didn't really involve either of them. Did it?
You didn't have
No.
to make it personal, but he had to go and make it personal.
He made it personal, and this is in relation to the story that was brewing.
It's a story. It's a rumor. It's not true.
Yeah.
It's been debunked.
It's been debunked that CM Punk that there is this whole like conspiracy that's been
Also,
developed
hey
by-
up, Matthew Coburn. How's it going? Welcome to the Rames Vlog.
that there's been this conspiracy developed by the Young Bucks that CM Punk got one of their friends, another pro wrestler named Colt Cabana, tried to get him fired from AEW.
Which apparently Hangman Adam Page believed and took umbrage with.
Which CM Punk once again denied in this interview with ESPN.
Get a load of this. You're gonna love this. I'm gonna read the first. You can go ahead and read the first part, and I'll read his quote because I'm really fast at reading.
All right, fine. All right. Punk said that he had regrets about what transpired in the media scrum and has since apologized to Tony Khan.
Can you believe
for it.
that, Angel?
He said his and Khan's relationship is now great.
End quote. The first thing I said to Tony when I sat down with him and spoke to him after it was, man, I'm really sorry I put you in that position, Punk said. I apologize for the scrum, but when you've watched that scrum, you're looking at a very, very frustrated guy who had told people that's not the first time he heard all that. It's not the first time lawyers were told all that. And I was just looking for something to be done, and nothing got done. So if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. And I just didn't approach it in the right manner, but tensions were high. And I was very, very pissed. I pretty much knew that I just injured myself again. I was hurt and I was disappointed.
The
it was
cupcakes weren't the right flavor. It was terrible.
Yeah, it was very easy for me to say I regret that and I handled it the wrong way 100%. How big of him? Look at that. He fucking put out
accountability.
Wow, sounds
He's
like
sick, like,
sounds
hey.
like the kind of thing adults do when they screw up most of the time.
Who would have thought?
That's
Or be
awesome.
surprised.
Now let's hear the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and their part.
After Punk left
I'll
the
wait.
news conference, there was a physical altercation involving Punk, his longtime friends, and the AEW producer Ace Steel, and Omega and the Jacksons, according to multiple reports. No one has discussed exactly what transpired, and Omega said on the Sessions podcast on March 1st that we can't say anything legally. And you know what that screams to me? We threw the first punch.
Well, it was already confirmed. Well, actually, no, it's not confirmed because since the event, there's been so many like circumstances and details of the story that's been retold in different ways. It's hard to understand what actually happened because everyone involved in the brawl out in AEW has kept quiet about it.
Man, these are like children fighting on the playground. This is stupid.
Speaking of children playing in the playground, in the same article, Punk actually boils it down. In here, you're gonna love this quote. Yeah, Punk said that he doesn't like saying no comment, but that quote, we're trying to move past what happened that night specifically. In his words, I don't think what happened was a big deal. This happened in the last 10 months in hockey and basketball and baseball and just about every sport. And it's covered and it's gone the next day. I think because I have injured my tricep and I've been out for so long, I think it has been exacerbated. I think it's been exacerbated by people spreading lies about the whole thing. And when in reality, my attitude is, well, shit happens.
I mean, yeah, you got all those egos and high tempers flying around in this kind of complex situation. Someone's gonna start shit. The important thing is that sometimes you gotta be an adult and just move past it.
I actually want to correct you. There has been a response from Nick Jackson on his
He fucking said something.
on his Instagram story. He made it short but simple.
What
He
did he say?
basically said, Hangman Adam Page is not only a great wrestler, but he's also a better human being.
In other words, Nick Jackson's doubling down. Fuck him.
Of course he is. We could have just behaved like adults here, but I guess we're just going to have to do this the hard way again.
All right, well, you know what?
Coming or going? I guess it's going.
Yes, CM Punk is scheduled to compete in the main event tonight on AEW Saturday Collision in a 6-man tag team match. He'll be teaming up with AEW World
Green
Tag
M&M's, this job sucks.
Thank you. CM Punk is teaming up with the AEW World Tag Team Champions FTR, Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, to take on the Ring of Honor World Television Champions Samoa Joe, Jay White, and Juice Robinson.
So that's the main event happening tonight.
And I will be covering that next week on Wrestle Rewind.
Let's take a look at the chat before we continue on over here.
AI Punk, he wrestles really well. Just don't look at his hands.
Ow.
I don't know, Struggler. That one time when, CM Punk tried to do his signature move, the tentacle violation, when his hands
You mean the
literally...
Anaconda device?
Yeah, no, I mean like that part where his hands became like in non-nuclear geometry and fused with the body of the other
Angel,
wrestler.
are you sure you're not looking at AI versions of CM Punk?
Yeah, that's the one he's talking about.
Oh,
my
God dang
God.
it.
He wrestles really good, especially that time where his hands fuse with
And he
the
has,
flesh
like,
of the
9
opponent.
fingers on it.
Yeah, and he recreates like the entire final scene from Akira. You know, when Tetsuo turns into
Ew,
a
no.
big blob.
Gross.
Yeah, that was. I mean, listen, the audience was disgusted. Half of them shit themselves in fear, but he won.
Yeah. No, we've talked about this, and I've already said my concerns about Punk's second coming in AEW is my concerns is any injuries he might get going forward, because right now, keep in mind,
Old
folks,
books, yep.
he's 45 years old, and since his return, he's been injury prone.
At what age does a wrestler usually retire? Help me out.
Let me put it this way.
Retiring for a wrestler is more of a suggestion.
It's true. Do you know how many times Ric Flair actually retired from
How many
professional
times does
wrestling?
the gun say, woo!
How many times has Hulk Hogan retired?
Enough. There.
Not enough times.
What
He's-
about The Undertaker? I thought he quit wrestling.
Undertaker is actually properly retired.
Okay, he properly hung up the coat and the hat and he's done.
Yeah, he is done as far as he's concerned. He just gave everyone in his Hall of Fame /
Yeah, that
farewell
was that
speech.
coolology. That was
Yeah,
dope.
and he just put on his jacket and his hat one more time. Just
Never
said, "Never
say
say never." Just
And
like,
then there was the Iron Sheik who retired because death had to take him. Otherwise, he would have still be wrestling.
Man.
with an iron shake, then no Hulkamania.
Exactly.
Let me see over here.
I miss him so much, guys.
I miss him too.
I miss him too.
Let me check out the rest of the chat over here. Yep. The face that runs the place, AJ Lee. God almighty, she's wonderful.
Yes, she is.
Wow. Fuck. Ouch. Says Fisetter. Earlier, what do you call it? Straggler said, "Man, this Transformers sequel got weird when we were talking about cars."
I had to ask questions, man.
Yeah, Miguel really yelled those slurs at Miles. A very weird moment in the movie. I know it's a kids' movie,
I mean,
right?
that one time when they just like copy pasted the entire clip of dialogue of low tier God onto the scene. I mean,
Ew.
a strange artistic decision, but it worked. It gave them
Sound
the
mind.
movie.
Sound mind. The elites must have worked really hard to
Really
get the
hard.
executive. They didn't work hard.
They didn't work hard at all.
They work hard as much as you can work hard getting
When did-
on your knees and worshiping a god idol.
BC. What do you mean? I don't know.
When did Bullet? I think they meant
Bullet
when
Club?
did Bullet Club start? Bullet Club started in 2013.
Yes, Bullet Club. That's the.
They've been going
that's-
for a while, huh?
Yeah,
Been for a decade. 10
yeah.
years of Bullet Club.
And now we have Bullet Club members and factions in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
When do we have the
in
Bullet Club
Impact,
Civil War?
in AEW and in the WWE?
So when do we get to the Bullet Club Civil War?
They kind of already had that.
Oh,
Kinda-
never mind. Damn.
Yeah, like that's why every other faction of people who are either former or currently considered members of Bullet Club have different names. Let me put it this way for you, Angel. Chris Bay and Ace Austin are tag teams, but they're part of Bullet Club. They were called the ABC, the Austin Bay Club.
Okay.
So, but they're still Bullet Club.
Okay.
all right?
Hang
In-
on. There's a correction. I'm talking
talk
about Ric
about-
Flair. He started in BC. What do you?
Oh, he started in the. Oh,
For
Jesus
Christ.
Oh, God. My bad. I thought you were talking
Okay.
about Bullet Club.
That's
I was
even
about to give
better.
Angel an education about
No, it's
Bullet
okay.
Club.
But like, so folks, before we move on, final thoughts on the interview with CM Punk and ESPN.
Well, on one hand, I'm happy to see that CM Punk, took accountability and apologized for his outburst. Even
Unlike the Bucks and
though,
Omega.
frankly, doesn't feel like he need to. It feels like he's trying to be the mature party, which is kind of funny because he's on TV right now talking mad shit. That's
the best thing. Like, if
Yeah.
you can talk mad shit and still be the adult in the room,
Good theater.
You
Good
won.
theater. Good theater.
Indeed.
So whether the other side will reciprocate or once again burn his olive branch, we don't know. But I am happy to know that he at least is trying to go, guys, that was a stupid thing that happened. It was just a stupid flash drama. Let's move on. Let's concentrate on the upcoming shows.
Let's concentrate on making money.
Let's make some money. You don't have to like me, but I'm willing to work with you. And if you're willing to work with me, that should be enough, right?
exactly.
Exactly.
You know what actually helps working with us over here, folks? Liking and subscribing to the Ravens Flock. Liking us, it helps out an awful lot.
And if you feel like dropping $4.99 a month to continue to see our exclusive content, then by all means, go ahead. We don't need the money, but we appreciate the fact that you are here. That
Yeah.
alone means so much more than, I'm kidding, give me your goddamn money.
And actually, there are two other ways you can send money over to the Ravens Flock as a donation.
Giving us money is your canon event.
We have both a Cash App and a PayPal tip jar via Stream
You're
Elements.
not going to be
You'll
like
see
that
the
little
link right
shit
there.
Miles Morales and not try to obey canon, are you?
Oh, hang on a minute. It looks like we got a development
Nikki
from Nikki Bella. Luchasaurus is the new AEW TNT champion.
Hey,
he beat
congratulations.
Ow.
Congratulations to Soros. You made it.
Oh, no, dude. I got to show you a picture of Luchasaurus sometimes. He looks like a badass.
Good.
Luchasaurio, no, Luchasaurus. They just abbreviated there.
Saurio is literally the Spanish for Soros.
I know.
Yeah.
There you go.
Luchasaurio.
But yeah, so yeah.
And yeah, Ric Flair was old when I was 10. Somebody got a wish dragon somewhere.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
that's my dude. You know how the WWE works. There is no dragon wishing. This is straight up necromancy. They are sucking the life out of everything else.
Well,
It's almost like what DC did with the Flash movie, except, less egregious. No
But let's-
spoilers.
Every
let's
clip
talk
I
about
see
that.
about that movie feels like I aged 10 years in this
It's
thing.
okay. I won't tell you any further, but yeah, it's bad.
I'm
yeah,
going
now,
to
Wancho,
pirate it.
I don't obviously need to get your opinions on what CM Punk said on
Look
the
at my eyes. What do you see?
Cult of
Ice cream
Personality.
bars.
There you go.
That's
Whose
a
name
good-
are on them?
Yes.
CM Punk.
Yes,
They're
exactly.
delicious.
Yeah.
Are my name on them? Yes, fantastic.
All right.
But for real,
no.
though, folks, we do want to take this time to thank each and every single one of you guys for supporting the Ravens flock. We've been around for over 10 years. We've been covering anime conventions here in the Florida scene. We're looking to expand above and
Holy
beyond.
shit, we're about as old as Bullet Club.
I know.
Ah!
We have
I have another T-shirt idea, but go on.
actually no. That would be a cool T-shirt idea. Flock Club or the Bullet
Oh,
Club.
Raven caliber.
Leave it to me. I'll think of something. But
All
go
right, yeah,
on.
we're planning on a gigantic trip of a lifetime in 2025. The Ravens flock will be going to the Chiba province in Japan for Star Wars Celebration. That's right, we're going to be there for a full week. All three of us, our other three flockers as well, K-Storm, Zayana Rose, Dragonfang Cosplay.
And unlike that jackass that keeps showing up on Twitter, I promise you, we will behave.
Exactly. We'll actually behave ourselves while we're over there, even though Chiba Province has a haunted forest. That's literally one square block.
Is that the Suicide Forest?
No. It's a
Oh.
haunted forest that's like cursed.
Well, I'm going there.
okay.
Like, I'll send you the video from Aki Dearest. She,
I need the proper cultural appropriation experience, so I'm gonna get in there.
you literally cannot. It's actually fenced and chained up.
You think that's gonna stop me? I immigrated to this
Angel,
country.
I'm telling you,
Do
it's a
you
bad
think
idea.
that the authorities will stop?
It is
my
a bad
God.
idea. It
Do
is
you
cursed.
think? Yes, that's the point.
No, it's not
Angel,
the point.
please stop.
I
Please
cannot stop. I'm sorry.
You have to.
Kami will have to forgive me because I will not ask
Tommy
for
will
permission.
forgive none of your
I will
transgressions.
ask for forgiveness and then
He
I'll ask
will
for
not
permission.
forgive
Actually, no,
you
Juan.
at all.
Actually, no, Juan. Angel's right. We can't stop him. Do you know why?
Why?
Because now we got to turn things over to him to talk about all things video game
That's
news.
right.
Oh my God, you're not wrong.
I am
And this
unstoppable.
actually dovetails to some of the other stuff that we were talking about here. You've heard us for the last week or so saying like, "Hey, we simulcast on YouTube and Twitch
For now.
For now.
for now," basically because Twitch has kind of been lackluster. Should I show them our Twitch stream again? Should I?
At
'Cause
this
look at
point,
it.
at this point, we're just basically just banging our head against the wall.
Sadako
doing it.
versus Angel. Listen, all women are beautiful in my heart. And surely I can fix her.
Is it
Wait, hang
Sadako
on.
from
Wait.
Ringu?
Wait, are we talking about like movie Sadako that is a girl or like original Sadako that is a girl with a penis? Because I got preferences and they don't include that. I'm sorry. We can still be friends, but I'm just not attracted to that anatomy. I apologize.
It's okay. That's not your fault. But
Yeah, by the way,
this-
fun fact: the original Sadako was a hermaphrodite. People don't ever mention that.
you folks see this here?
Why do you think they threw her down a well?
You're not wrong. Ow. You see that?
Yeah.
That's our Twitch stream right now. It is
Yeah.
dead. It has been lying there dead for over a year, and no one has done a thing. Not monetized us, not got us to affiliate, not even sent us a, hey, thank you for being a Twitch streamer for so long, even though we won't reward you for any of it. We have
Nope.
88 followers on Twitch. And last week we even covered how, hey, Kick might even be a viable alternative to Twitch.
I am sorry,
Which we
Juan.
will- yeah.
But unfortunately, we don't have millions of followers on YouTube to bring over to Twitch, and we are not hot girls. So
not
we are
wrong.
literally at the bottom of the wrong pile when it comes to the Twitch algorithm.
I mean, it could be worse.
But how could it be worse?
I could be Pat Staresat, who is a very popular and well-known Twitch streamer and YouTuber, but that means that would make me a redhead, and worst off, it would make me French-Canadian, and I don't think I could ever deal with that horrible fate. I'm sorry, Pat. You're a cool guy, but you are born cursed.
All right. Well,
wow.
Well, you know what? Actually, I'm glad you pulled that up, Wanjo, because hey, Angel. Speaking of Kick,
Yeah, speaking of somebody who got the sweetest of deals of kicks, let me talk about one of those Twitch streamers that seems to be the most popular person in the world, but you probably never heard of. There's this dude by the name of XQC. He's well known for Twitch streaming, I guess.
Streaming on Twitch and being a gamer on Twitch.
Now, I gotta talk numbers because this genuinely is astounding. The man has recently scored an unbelievable $100 million deal to start streaming on Kick.
Angel, you did not deliver that right. I'm sorry, you did not deliver that right.
Oh, I'm sorry. How
I
did
think
you
you
deliver
know
that?
how to deliver it properly.
Oh, sorry.
I know how to deliver properly.
$100 million.
Da-da-dun, da-da-dun.
Well, yeah, no. Actually, good money, jokes aside. Yeah, and it's not even an exclusive deal. Somehow, he got to keep his cake and eat it too. My man is also streaming on Twitch. The New York Times report says that Felix Lenguile, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Lenguile. Felix, there, the streamer, better known as XQC, has signed a deal with Twitch rival Kick worth $70 million over 2 years, with incentives that could push the total value of the deal to a total of $100 million. For a small amount of perspective, this is slightly higher than the deal signed by famous NBA star LeBron James.
As in the same LeBron James that saved us in the second Space Jam?
No, we don't talk about that. That never existed.
But
There was only one basketball player, and his name was Jordan, and he said,
But that
fuck
was all
them
the-
kids.
No.
Jesus, Angel, you can't keep throwing that line everywhere.
It's still relevant. So yeah, no, the man dropped a single Twitch follow Twitter post saying it's time, showing that he was going to get into it. According to the service shown here, Cox says, I haven't been able to do this before, XQC said. I'm extremely excited to take this opportunity to maximize into new creative and fresh ideas over the coming years. XQC's agent, this dude has an agent? Called Ryan Morrison told PC Gamer that he believes that the streamer's contract with Kick is one of the top 25 talent deals of all time, period, including sports. What makes this ridiculous deal even more astonishing is the fact that it's not exclusive. XQC can continue streaming on the other platforms, including the competition, Twitch, and in fact, he still plans to maintain presence on Twitch, though obviously not to the extent that he's been doing before.
Right.
In terms of audience, Kick is smaller than Twitch, but it pays a hell of a lot more. While Twitch takes a 50% cut for most of the streamers, though it recently readjusted back to 30% with small restrictions,
Right.
Kick takes only 5%. It's also a lot more permissive of a certain content. While Twitch has a very tight guideline on gambling streaming, Kick has an entire category dedicated to streaming.
Oh, snap.
So they are basically, you know what? This feels like the digital prohibition. You know, like the original distributor is closing down the rules, so the new competition just lets you do whatever the hell you want to. Now, that shouldn't be entirely surprising. The Kick co-founder and CEO, Ed Craven, what an amazing last name, Craven.
Ed Craven.
Is also the co-founder of Stake.com, an online crypto casino incorporated in Curacao. But in a perverse sort of way, is also a good fit for XQC, who has a pretty well-known taste for gambling, Jones. In May 2022, he admitted to losing roughly $2 million on bad bets in the previous month alone. Ooh. Although a few weeks later, he said he had no intention of changing his ways. I love gambling, he said on stream. I like to gamble, so I'm just going to gamble. End of story. This is how rich people work. This is the mentality. The rich people live in a universe that we can never understand.
Dude, that's awesome.
Now, Kick may look a little sketchy. In December 2022, former Twitch director of creative development Marcus DJ Wheat Graham called Kick a sham. But at the very least, he seems serious about building a bigger, more mainstream audience. It may not work out, however. Mixer paid reportedly $50 million to pry Ninja away from Twitch, only to announce a shutdown less than a year later, and it was backed by Microsoft money of all things.
Damn.
So,
Okay.
for now at least, the deal is attracting attention. Over an hour after announcing the Kick presence style, XQC's verified channel on the platform already has over 50,000 followers to begin with.
That's amazing.
The most amazing part is that I actually seen XQC, and I gotta be honest with you, he's not that charismatic or interesting. So I don't know where the hell he built this massive brand. I mean, hey, props to the guy, but I watch XQC streams for a while. I don't know where I don't get it.
I think it's his growing reputation because, like you said, he's been streaming for a while, a long time now, right?
Yeah, he built himself an enormous fan base. I just love the fact that this dude has become so ridiculously well done in money that he's just tossing away millions of dollars. So to him, this deal probably doesn't seem like too much of a big deal. But the fact that he got $100 million for this, possibly, and he gets to keep working on Twitch, Jesus.
This sounds like a really good opportunity.
Just pissing money away, indeed.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh my goodness. But nevertheless, this whole Kick thing, like, this sounds too good to be true.
It honestly does. Like, I'm expecting something terrible to come out of it, but at the same time, like I said, this feels like digital prohibition. Twitch is tightening down the rules. It has a very unfair algorithm. It takes away half, well, right now, only a third of your revenue. And recently, they brought out that stupid rule that caused everybody to get pissed at them when they would try to take away the ability to put in burning ads. So basically, when the main source of like streaming revenue starts to dry out because the rules are bad, people will move into a more convenient purpose. And oh, look, there's the mafia. They're selling a shit ton of alcohol for cheap prices. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm going to go where the booze is. And right now, there's the booze. And
how appropriate, considering that our last prohibition was a century ago.
There we go. Well, 100 history doesn't repeat, but it doth often rhyme, as they say. But once again,
it's like poetry, so it rhymes.
I just don't know why.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Maybe I just don't get it because I haven't been around the internet long enough, but I don't know why XQC is that popular.
Yeah. Neither do I. He's not even that cute of a guy.
He's not offensive per se. He's just I don't see the charisma. I'm sorry.
Like, okay.
I don't think it's more of him as
no
a person.
disrespect. It's like a solid what? Would
That's
you say
that's like a
6, 7,
6.5.
7
From the perspective of a straight dude here, that's a 6.5.
And I'm
don't know.
a
I think it's
flexible
subjective.
dude who's like, okay, I'm secure in my heterosexuality. To be able to say, who's a guy that I would love to sleep with? Ryan Reynolds.
Well, that's not a fair comparison. Everybody wants to sleep with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, but as a straight man, I would love that because
Fair
he would be a tender lover. Hugh Jackman, on the other hand, he would be the kind of lover who will serenade you, and then you'll be left without any recollection of how it happened.
I mean, his singing voice is quite beautiful. But
Okay.
going back to
He's
it,
the greatest showman after all.
Going back to this guy.
listen,
here,
I don't want to judge
XQC.
people on their looks because it's not fair. I'm not exactly a winning prize myself. The point is, I
I
seen
think
his.
I'm all right looking. Like,
Let Angel get
Glad
his
you're
point.
proud of your appearance, bro. That's cool. But like I said, I watched a few of these guys' streams, and I ain't feeling it.
Okay.
Maybe I'm not the target audience. I guess.
Yeah, because the opinions are different from person to person. It's subjective. That being said, I don't think it's more of the guy himself, but more the content that he distributes.
I mean, most of the time
It's
just
just
playing
gaming!
Fortnite. It's just gaming
And
content.
and people love gaming.
I guess.
It also depends on the games that he's done.
Most likely that's it, because it does go for the low-hanging fruit of the popularity pile. So you know what? There's that. I mean, oh, by the way, speaking of, congratulations to PewDiePie, who finally he moved to Japan and had a beautiful child with his beautiful wife. Congratulations.
hey, Beauty Pie and Marzia Pie have a baby pie.
Congrats, bro. You made it.
That's
Hooray.
awesome. That
It
being
looks like Marzia and PewDiePie made a oopsie baby.
oh my god.
Welcome to
That
Easily
being said,
Wed.
hey, listen, regardless of our opinions, congratulations to XQC. Good job, guy. You made a lot of money.
You made a lot of money.
Elsewhere.
Now let's see you waste all of it in gambling.
Now-
Where's our $100 million contract?
That's my freaking thought. Let's freaking okay, screw all this. Let's go ahead and hit up Kick. Hey, this chuckle bum over here, he's just one man, and you're shelling out $70 million for 2 years. There's 3 of us.
We'll give you that content for like a quarter of that much money.
We'll give you
Yeah.
that kind of deal for a quarter of that.
I am
amount.
sorry, guys. The Los Amigos Play Show section of this entire channel will now do nothing but play Fortnite.
No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to
I'm
appeal
leaving.
to that garbage.
It's time
I'm
to play
leaving.
the B-Box.
Nope.
the
Nope.
B-
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
the B-Box rap
Nope.
will play
You
forever.
want to play that game? You can.
Angel,
You can
don't.
game somewhere else.
Angel.
I will not.
No,
I will not.
I'm not defending Angel. You don't get to unplug me.
I will unplug it all if it means we do not succumb to mediocrity.
Angel, you don't understand. That's like going to Mississippi, and Mississippi is where gamers die.
But it's a strand, you see.
That's right.
And F words all around.
Oh man, you guys should have heard
And
that.
furthermore,
Juan broke like 20,000 US
and
rules.
furthermore, the thing I said about those guys at freaking Bunker Hill
Yeah.
was totally unqualified.
I think this
Next
is the
question.
I think this is the ableist coming out right now.
No, that's not true.
Tony Khan may be ableist.
Why should I apologize for hating other people? When will I apologize for making me hate them so much?
All
I
right.
refuse.
Let's go ahead and
I
move on to the
refuse
next
to give
piece
in
of
to this
nerd
refuge.
news. Angel.
Let's move on to the next little piece of nerd news.
Is there more to go into?
Let's talk about actual video games this time,
Really?
unlike streamers.
Yay.
Let's talk about the fact that GTA now decides that it hates its fan base. As
What?
you know, GTA 6 is coming soon,
Grand
eventually.
Theft Auto.
Hold on.
Maybe.
For those who are
thank
not
you, Nikki
familiar
Bella,
with the
by the way.
anagrams.
Yeah, Pewds is
And
cuter.
all slurs.
Look at all the slurs. Yep.
No,
Yes.
Aaron Cooper, it was a joke. It was a
Yes.
joke.
Oh, Aaron Cooper. Oh, it's a gaming, it's a casino joke over here. But go ahead.
It's a joke.
Now, let's talk about the actual
if
problems here.
I have to explain the joke, there is no joke.
As you know, there's this thing called GTA Online, and the fact that people are still playing right now is a testament to the fact that once upon a time, Rockstar made good games. I know, surprise.
How about that?
Recently, they dropped an update for GTA Online called the Mercenaries Update, and the update is, in the iconic words of Mudahar, hot steaming dog shit. But the fact that the lackluster amount of content itself is not the problem. No. The problem is that on the GTA Online update, it removed over 180 vehicles from the entire game.
Look at that! What the hell?
180 cars?
Yeah, and many of them were like signature vehicles from the franchise, and they are just
How in
gone.
the hell? So you're gonna say, hey, GTA Online, that's Grand Theft Auto Online. You know what this game needs less of?
Content.
Autos!
But wait, what? Huh?
But the idea is that you're stealing cars.
Yeah, most of the time you steal cars. Over the course of its life, GTA Online has been steadily improved by developer Rockstar, as the studio slowly been adding new content, QA improvements, and much, much more.
Quality.
And I see my little brother play that game religiously until he got sick and tired of it. Trust
So
me, there was
that
a ton of
explains the
content.
altar we saw in Toy Slasher's room.
Yes,
I
he
was
stole
wondering,
that entire car.
I was wondering why he kept playing that song "I Ran So Far Away."
Yeah, he stole that entire car, turned it upside down, and put it in his room. It's the wall now.
Damn.
Now,
All in all, just another.
for example, two rather popular changes introduced in the recent San Andreas Mercenaries update, which dropped earlier today, include alternative sprinting method that won't destroy your thumbs, and new outfits worn by all GTA protagonists from the older games. However, it seems that the update may in fact have removed a lot more content than it added, as over 180 cars and motorcycles have been removed from the in-game stores, making them impossible to purchase unless you already own them.
Thanks, Kotaku. Why did
They
you
are-
say thanks, Kotaku?
They're the ones that broke the story first.
Oh, god dang!
Which also
Yeah.
means that the players who own those cars now just basically having hands. Oh god, it's an NFT.
But bruh,
Oh my god.
it's on the blockchain,
The
bruh.
car
All
chain.
roads lead back to the
It's the
blockchain.
future, bruh.
So yeah, no, unintentionally they made a crypto car that can only exist there.
Bruh.
And if you sell that car, you are never getting it back.
Bruh.
So that means those vehicles now must be incredibly expensive in the game if you don't own them.
Thought you weren't allowed to bring back old jokes.
I'm not. This is a permutation of an
Nah,
old
brah, the blockchain never dies, brah.
joke. The blockchain never dies, bruh. NFT to the bin, bruh.
Now,
Coulda and shoulda are two different things, gentlemen.
you were so focused
Brah.
on thinking that you could that you never stopped to thinking that, brah.
But bruh.
Oh my god.
Now,
In case you
Rockstar.
can't tell, we don't respect NFTs.
Rockstar told players earlier this month that it would be removing some of the lesser used vehicles from GTA Online, but the actual total of 189 was a lot more than people were expected to get the chop. A full list of vehicles that have been removed is put together by user Papaxan on the GTA Online subreddit. Hey, back to
Hey,
it.
full circle. How about that?
With hundreds of other users making their fury known. Several criticized Rockstar for removing well-known and liked vehicles, including the Comet Retro Custom, the Infernus, and the they took away the GP1.
Did they take away the freaking
Gee, you could argue that this would be a good opportunity to start a strike. I can't even finish that.
No.
Let's strike GTA Online until we get all of those cars back.
Oh, that
they
guarantee
can't
you-
stop us all.
People are going to start modding those vehicles in within hour one. Others question why Rockstar didn't simply add a bunch of different car stores to spread them all out, while others have claimed that the movie is disgusting and predatory. Now then, to make matters even worse, because of course it gets worse, it's also been reported that certain vehicles that have been removed have now popped up at the Vinewood Car Club, a location that allows GTA Plus members to purchase exclusive content and drive a variety of different vehicles.
You gotta be freaking kidding
GTA
me.
Plus is a subscription service with a number of different perks for members.
If you heard that hissing back there, that was K-Storm walking away.
That's where the
His-
rub is.
his
K-Storm's disapproval.
of paid subscription.
Which suggests that
on-
Rockstar has removed the...
Oh my god, she's Donald Ducking.
I am the storm.
It is approaching. Oh my god.
Which suggests that Rockstar has removed the lesser used vehicles and paywalled them behind the game's subscription services.
In other GTA news, An insider made several claims regarding GTA 6 earlier this week. That's not important.
What do you mean a part of the game will take place in Cuba? That's the worst thing you could possibly do.
As well as Vice City. McVicker also stated that GTA 6 will feature a Bonnie and Clyde-esque story involving the drug trade as well as potential release window of 2024.
Oh my god!
That's
I think
not really
right there
that-
is we could
That's
stop
not important.
because
What's important is that, yes, GTA Online has decided to take away a bunch of vehicles. 189 of the classic vehicles, many of them were well loved and wanted by the community, and they put them behind the paywall.
Yeah.
No, they're not really gone. You just gotta pay for them.
dude, you might as well just rebrand your game instead of calling it Grand Theft Auto. Just call it Grand.
No,
Yeah,
Grand Theft. No, it's just Grand
indeed.
Theft.
Well,
Because they're picking it out of our wallets now.
they're certainly living up to the so that means that
Straggling, sunsetting cars. Yeah, go freaking figure. Let's just shoot our game right in the foot. Thank you, Aaron Cooper. They stole the cars from the game itself. Oh my God, Ningens!
they stole my cars.
Oh
Man,
my
Stole it.
god!
Rockstar
Man,
stole
can't
the
have
cars.
shit in San Andreas.
Man, can't have shit.
They
in
committed
Andreas.
Grand Theft Auto in Grand Theft Auto.
Wow, we have finally gone full circle.
Oh my God!
The players steal from in the game. The game now steals from the players themselves.
What the hell?
Christ.
Tell me this is some sort of esoteric meta commentary about the state of their game as like a publicity stunt for GTA 6.
It's
For
also
the
meant
love
to
of
be
God.
a horrible unintended commentary on the flaws of live service games.
Right?
By the way, this is a small addendum. You guys remember Soul Calibur 5?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Soul Calibur 5 is completely online. Guess what's going to happen to Soul Calibur 5 in the future?
It's going to be live service, isn't it?
No, it's going to go completely offline.
Yeah, I guess. I was
You
gonna
will-
guess
unless
that.
you own a physical copy, you might never be able to play Soul Calibur 5 anymore. Oof. Which, I mean, it doesn't matter much because Soul Calibur 6 is here, but it does highlight a horrible problem with live service games. At any point, the developers can basically drop in an update that could ruin your entire goddamn experience, and in the future, the game will become unplayable. By the way, Blizzard boys, don't forget, Diablo 4 is completely online. Forever. And that means that eventually, that game will cease to exist. Good luck.
You know, it's a good thing that I own hard copies of my video games.
Thank
I
God.
told you about the yes.
I warned you about the
Hard
stairs, bro.
copies Is where it's at.
Listen, the
Do I
plastic...
gotta wave my copy of Bullet Train again?
Please don't.
I'll do it. I don't give a damn.
No.
Listen.
You've proven
We paid $3 for a DVD of Flubber, and no one can take it away from me.
Listen, one day, the physical copies of the things that we own will decay. That is inevitable. But that will be so far away that by that point, I'll be dead. But more importantly, it will decay when nature says it has to. It won't decay because some jackass at Blizzard HQ or Rockstar or EA or whatever other idiotic company right now rules the industry, presses a single button and makes my entire experience disappear forever.
Speaking of
Blizzard.
forever,
Because I could not get away from it without a single goddamn month. Ladies
should
and
have
gentlemen,
told me.
It's okay, Angel. You not getting
Angel-
away with Blizzard is like me and not getting away
you
with
should have
CM Punk.
told me about that, so I could have brought marshmallows. We have those freaking long freaking kebabs over here, like the little kebab sticks.
Yeah.
and I've got lit lighters. We could have roasted ourselves another marshmallow in the campfire.
Alas, the fire continues burning, and I can only sit by its warmth and drink Bomber days. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's talk about Blizzard. I can't believe that has become like a recurring segment in this part. It's
Ladies
kind
and
of
gentlemen, let's talk about Blizzard.
It's killing me.
And another article from The Gamer here.
That's right. The FTC is continuing to trying to stop the Microsoft Activision deal again. It seems like that deal keeps running into more roadblocks than I do when I drive
We
at the
talked about
construction
this a while
zone.
ago.
No, it's happening again. In fact, it happened 5 days ago. Microsoft once again proposed an acquisition of Activision Blizzard that has
hang on.
that hit yet another significant roadblock. The Federal Goddamn Trade Commission is already suing to block the merger from going ahead. But to make matters even worse for Microsoft, it is now believed that the FTC has filed for an injunction that could stop the block just before the July 18th timeline.
Deadline. Oh
That's
my
right.
God.
That is according to the news report of CNBC. A source close to the situation has revealed that the latest development in what has become a longer and yet more difficult journey than all parties involved likely envision. This comes after plans for the almost negative 70
No, that's
million-
almost 70 billion.
almost 70 billion merger were revealed back at the start of 2022. This thing has been...
$70 billion dollars.
Guys, this has been going on for almost a year and a half.
Good freaking God.
The amount of money they have wasted on this. It has been well over 18 months before any of this is sorted. It being sorted may well mean that the deal isn't allowed to be excited at all, as this latest move from the FTC is just the latest stumbling block to Microsoft and Activision. The FTC's initial move to scupper the merger is still in motion. However, that case won't be presented to the FTC's internal judge until August, after the aforementioned deadline has passed. Even if the first judge blocks the acquisition from going through, Microsoft can, and almost definitely will, try to appeal for it. This will tack even more months onto what has already been a lengthy and increasingly boring process with no end in sight. The FTC seemingly filing for an injunction before that process has reached a conclusion will only make Microsoft and Activision job even more difficult. Woo!
News that the FTC is attempting to further block the deal comes from after the
Christ.
UK's CMA went one step further and outright prevented the acquisition from going through.
All I can imagine is that
figure-
picture of Jack Black holding the stop sign.
You know, you know what it is? It's Steph. It's our friend Steph the
You know
Alter
what? Thank you,
She
Steph.
knows people over in the UK government. You don't think she doesn't? It's just a 3-hour train ride from her town over to London for her to go to the office of the CMA. And considering that she had to deal with Bot Sentinel and the stupidity of Christopher Boozy, I bet your ass she busted in. Listen here, you stupid fucking cowpats.
Oh my god.
This deal is bullshit.
This deal is no. You gotta say it right.
I'm
This-
not actually trying to.
You gotta say it
do
right.
her
This
voice.
deal is bollocks.
This deal is absolute bollocks, and you're going to have to put a stop on it right now, or so help me God, you're going to get your asses handed to you.
Nah, it'll be
I'm not trying to
fine,
actually insult Steph. on
You
that, but
almost sounded like Rita Repulsa from Mighty Morphin
That's
Power
because I
Rangers.
was over here.
No, that's exactly
freaking
how it's
out.
gonna happen, Gov.
Oh my God! Yeah,
But,
look,
yeah, go-
citing a
go
fear that Xbox will have too much of a stranglehold over the cloud gaming market.
The cloud.
Cloud gaming.
The
should
Crystal Cloud
Should the
Network.
deal be allowed to go through? Microsoft is currently appealing the decision and may even have preliminary plans in place so we can acquire Activision Blizzard without needing the UK.
This is
give
going
it
to
the
end
okay.
like this is gonna come like the end of Evangelion, where just armed forces are gonna sneak into the HQ and start killing everybody.
All right. It hasn't all been bad news for the merger. The European Trade Commission has given it the go-ahead, something that seemed increasingly unlikely after the CMA decided to block it. Xbox made a number of pledges regarding cloud gaming to assure the EU it won't stifle competition in cloud gaming, and the Commission has since commented on the fears about Call of Duty, citing that it seems no reason why PlayStation should be worried about its rival platform owning the popular series.
Really,
Really?
really. Hey, competition! Don't worry. I'm just going to basically pull a giant monopoly over the entire Cloud Crystal network under the
Crystal
lead of Kaiba Corp.
As if. Go ahead, Angel.
As if navigating all of this wasn't hard enough for Microsoft, Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick caused entirely different issues last month when he denied that there had been any issues with harassment under his watch. Investigation followed up on his comment reaffirming that there were 29 cases of harassment in the year 2022 alone. So there you have it. Just in case that Blizzard's reputation isn't bad enough, on the business sect, every single company worth their salt is going, you know, if we allow this merger to go through, that means they're going to have more power. How about we don't do that?
How about we don't do that at all? How about we don't let them have that power?
No, Strogler. We don't. No, it's okay, Strogler. We're not rolling out the gays. There has been no further cases of sexual harassment
That we know of.
that we know of. But I guarantee you, like at this point, you know what this means? At this point, there is exactly 2 characters confirmed straight in the entirety of the Overwatch franchise. Torbjorn, who has a wife and kids,
Yeah.
and Genji, who clearly has a thing going on with Mercy. Anyone else is free game. And I guarantee you, they are not going to stop. Because, by the way, remember what I told you about how they canceled single player mode?
Yeah.
They tried to introduce something called hero mode, and they delayed that too. So, you know, just in case that they're...
Just in case, like, look, we understand that there's plenty of folks who are still big fans of the World of Warcraft
We call you
franchise
suckers.
and the
World of Warcraft
Overwatch
and Overwatch.
franchise.
Those are literally the only saving graces that's keeping Activision Blizzard
And the
together.
games themselves are eating them. They're eating themselves alive.
The trouble
Every
is
update is worse.
the trouble is every time Activision Blizzard comes out with some sort of horrifying new news or court case or allegation, or even this kind of mess, where the merger of Microsoft trying to buy them is like being interfered with by the government because it's a fucking problem. Their go-to solution is, hey, Let's roll out some more rainbows. Hey, all
Yeah.
you gay folks, you guys love throwing money at us too, don't you? Well, here's something for you to throw money at us for. And it's Pride Month. We love all you gay people's money too. I mean you gay people's money. I mean you gay people's
Full-on
money.
lollipops.
I mean your money. I want your money. Money.
Oh, shit, smack it. Fix the-
money.
Fix it.
Money.
Oh, God.
Money.
Just-
money.
Oh,
money,
God.
Wancho!
Money.
Get it together.
Money.
Yeah,
Have you
pretty much
paid me
that's
yet?
what's happening.
Then I'm not getting it together.
Also, you know what my favorite part is? The fact that they tried to make a huge deal about the most recent Pride Month, and they put a picture of Tracer, who was the first one that got hit by the, oops, she's lesbian now. And somebody replied, I keep forgetting that Tracer's gay, because every video I see of her online has her getting piped.
Oh,
and I'm just sitting there going, yeah. Yeah, by the way, for the record, there was a little comic showing that Tracer has a lover, a red-headed woman. This woman has no personality.
Ow.
She exists literally to be Tracer's girlfriend. In fact, every single character's sexuality in this entire game exists only so they can defend themselves. Because as long as they can put the LGBT as a shield in front of them, they think that they can escape the criticisms. When in reality, the main problem is, bro, your game is balanced like shit. Your company is all effed up. Your lawsuits are getting bigger, and the sexual harassment is still going. Like
that's
nobody.
but look at how gay we have everything. No, that's not the point.
Also,
That's not how it works.
Listen,
That's not how any
You
of this
can't
works.
rainbow wash away 29 separate cases of sexual harassment.
Also, do you really want to, guys, you boys and girls at the LGBT over there, do you really want to be associated with a company that is well known for sexual harassment? Your struggle is already hard enough. Do you really want to add to
Shredler,
that?
as a bi man, I hate it. See, you get it.
He knows. He understands.
You get the point.
Hey, fun fact, Soldier 76 is gay. Do you know that?
I knew that.
Nobody knows because the game will never tell you, show you, or make it any part of his personality or backstory in any way,
I
shape, or form
couldn't
that
be
matters.
bothered to care less.
There
Does
you
he
go.
play well?
Oh, yes, actually. He's a very easy character.
Fantastic. I'll play as Soldier
But
76.
yeah, no. Soldier 76, whose sexuality was never in question or ever brought forth for any reason, was suddenly revealed. Yeah, by the way, he's gay. And I'm like, what are you hiding? And literally a week after, the lawsuits hit.
Yep.
And and then recently they went,
Like
guys,
clockwork.
it's okay. Do you know Symmetra? She's bisexual. And I'm like, who cares? Oh, wait, what did you do this time? We cancel single player mode.
You
Yeah.
what?
So,
Listen, I know we promised it to you. I know we promised it, but
That was the only reason we
it's
got
okay.
Overwatch
It's okay.
2.
Listen, I have a perfectly
Oh
good
my
explanation
God,
for
you
that.
guys.
The COVID was so hard, guys.
God damn it.
No, this is just another tally on the list of so many things wrong with Activision Blizzard. Like, it's not even a question. These guys have proven that they are horrible people, and they are
Filthy garbage.
incredibly irresponsible.
Primarily
with
the
their
folks
business
in
decisions.
management.
Yes. So I'm just going to tell it this way. To close up the gaming segment and finally approach to the end of the episode, thank you kindly for joining us today. This is just more Blizzard crap. Like, this is exactly what you're getting, and if you're giving them your money, you deserve every inch of the horrible quality that their products will provide you. For real, there is better alternatives out there. For the record, there is much better you could do out there than sticking with Blizzard. Just fair warning.
Off the top of your head,
Oh, yeah. I love that one. The strong goes, hey, by the way, here's a trans character. Also, we killed your parents.
you what?
Oh my God!
By the way, that's
Full
right.
on lollipops, they're all day suckers. Ha.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Bobby,
They
here's
mentioned
a
that
rainbow
they're-
shirt for your avatar.
They are thinking of working on making a trans hero. And I'm like, did they found the dead bodies under your basement? Like, what do you do? Do you make a deal with the Behemoth? Are you trying to summon the God Hand?
Oh my God!
Oh, God.
What do you do,
almighty.
you bastards?
I'm too hungry
They've,
for this.
they
It's okay. Oh,
they're
by the way,
dormammuing us.
the best part is that when they try to bring something to justify it, the actual product is bad itself. The most recent character they reveal, I forgot his name. He looks like a lotus flower. He's supposed to be like fluid or whatever.
Gender fluid?
No one cares about the fact that he's fluid. They care about the fact that his gameplay ruins the entire meta of the game.
Oh
Ow.
my God!
He has a single ability that literally ruins entire matches.
All right,
It's amazing.
What happened to my match?
all right. Let's go ahead and close it off because
Okay,
I
we're
am
done, we're done.
hungry and I do want to eat. All right,
You're not
folks.
eating anything, man.
Yeah, so this pretty much concludes this week's edition of the Ravens Flock. I do have a couple of announcements to close off the month of June and into July. First of all, an early Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, including our only father here in this channel, the hardest working man here on our channel, the host of the Black Files, my tag partner,
Our
That's Ray
techno
Wine.
father,
Our techno father, and
to whom the cogs whisper the sweet secrets of the Omnissiah.
indeed, Mr. Juan Arouse. Happy
Thanks,
early
brah.
Father's Day.
You're a dad,
Thank
bruh.
you. Yeah. No, yes, I am a dad, and yes, I've got a little bit with K-Storm, and our little bit, I'll just put it this way, they're definitely a teenager. I'll say that. That's the only
Yeah,
thing I'm going to
that's
say
how it
about
is.
my child.
Growing up is crazy, ain't it?
Such is life.
Like,
C'est la vie.
I'm not saying that like it's a bad thing or nothing
You
like that.
see your
I love my
blizzard,
child.
Griffin.
I love my child to death. I'll do anything for them, and and I'm thankful for the recognition thing.
Just wait till they start dating.
It's okay.
It's okay.
You taught them well.
Yeah, I know my kid well enough not to do anything stupid.
Yeah.
We've given them every talk. Every talk.
He best understand. But with going back to it,
Yeah, going back to it,
congratulations to all dads, and thank you for your hard and often unappreciated work for society.
Yes. So a couple of announcements. Since we're at the middle of June and we're heading into July. You know what? I guess we should announce it right now. We're 2 weeks away from it. So on Saturday, no, or is it too soon?
No, go ahead. Yeah.
All right. On Saturday, July 1st, we will be hosting another wrestling watch party for this upcoming pay-per-view event, WWE's Money in the Bank. WWE Money in the Bank will be making their international debut at the O2 Arena in London, England.
Holy shit.
Hell's yeah. On Saturday, July 1st, and since they're in a different time zone, it's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern time here, and we're going to be hosting the watch party for all you guys.
I'm sorry, all I can think about is Ultimate Muscle. There was an English wrestler, and his main move was called the Big Ben Bash. He literally turns into the Big Ben when he falls. That show was amazing.
Well, this is definitely going to be a lot of fun. Money in the Bank is basically their annual pay-per-view event where wrestlers, they all wrestle to climb up the ladder to grab that briefcase that has a lot of money and has a contract where you could cash
It doesn't
in.
have a lot of money. It's just a briefcase with the contract.
Fine. The contract where you can cash in on any world champion anytime, anywhere.
For up to a year.
So it's literally you, me, here, now.
Exactly. Anytime they want.
Dick, Bandit. That's my boy.
thank you.
Yeah, that's right. That's what we're talking about. He knows. Strogler is my man. He knows.
Oh my god, that is.
And we're going to be hosting the watch party exclusively on YouTube for Saturday, July 1st.
Yes.
So be sure to tune in. It's going to be a lot of fun. We had a great watch party turnout on night when we
was
did Night
pretty
of
fun, yeah.
Champions.
It was
despite the lack of Angel presence.
Angel, you need to be here.
This time I
1
will be.
o'clock.
At what time is it? 1 o'clock?
1 p.m.
I'll be putting the alarm for that
We're
one.
gonna give you food.
Just make sure to message me beforehand.
We're
will.
gonna send
In
you the
fact,
night
call me
before.
anyway beforehand.
We're
you
gonna
said
send
it,
you the
not
night
me.
before. We're gonna make sure you get your ass over here.
You said
We're
that,
gonna
not
get
me.
Toy
Yes.
Slasher to drag you across your gravel driveway
No.
and drag your ass down here. He'll drive. I'll give him gas money, but I won't give it to you because how dare you?
Now we
Fine.
have there's a couple other things that we're cooking up right now for July, but I'm going to stop right there. But that being said, Angel, we are going to continue the craziness of Silent Hill 2, aren't we?
That is correct. Please feel free to join us every Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we, in Los Amigos Play, under, this time, the command of Toy Slasher in the back, continue to the ever-twisting and nightmarish journey of James Sunderland in Silent Hill 2, the original, proper, non-HD version.
With 100% less vertices and polygons than you're used to in all
Exactly.
your modern day gaming.
Not exa-
The Last of Us is such a great cinematic story.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
let's see you try to go ahead and get that in with a quarter of the polygons. Did you count all the vertices? I counted all
There
of
were
the
a shit ton of
vertices.
I could see
count them
every
all.
single. I could see every square in the characters' faces, and it was beautiful. Yeah. Nice anti-aliasing. Jackass, shake this shit out.
Anti-aliasing? Yeah, this economy? Yeah, right.
Yeah,
This thing's
yeah.
lucky that it's got a modem built in. That's a PlayStation 2. We're
Yeah,
not even
that's
going
right.
to PlayStation
We got a
3.
proper PlayStation 2 for that. We didn't even
You know what?
hack or
Screw it.
house
Hang on.
that thing.
2 seconds.
Oh my God.
We're gonna give you solid proof. of it.
Yeah, we are.
We decided to go for the original proof on this one because the HD remix version is.
wanted people to see it. You see this? You see this beauty?
This bulky awesomeness.
Do you see that
console.
piece of history right there?
You
That's
see
where
that?
it came from.
That
The
is a
PlayStation 2.
There are more
Electric
memories.
Boogaloo.
I-
Not even the slim PlayStation.
No.
The original. Look at this monstrosity.
For the record, that is the PS5, PS2 that I got.
And that came out in 2001, right?
This baby has been. There is more memories on that box here that I had in 10 years.
It's
of
old
gaming.
enough to drink.
It's old enough to drink, and it's old enough to give us good stuff. So yes, feel free to join us as we continue this bizarre journey to understand what the hell is going on, and hopefully that you'll like it as much as we do until that point. But that is not the only show that we have, is it?
No, absolutely not. We do have another show that we have here every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, live on YouTube and Twitch. That's called The Black Files. I guess I'll have to fill in the last bit since
You gotta fill in, squat. I'm over here thinking that we're gonna talk about Wrestle Rewind.
Oh yeah,
first.
that's true. Right. Sorry, I jumped ahead.
Also, hey
of
up there,
myself.
Gene Rick. Better late than never, but thank you for joining us, Gene Rick. Thank you.
All right, so yes, I do have a show for Thursday nights. For any wrestling fans out there, tune in to Wrestle Rewind every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern here on YouTube and Twitch, where we talk about the greatest matches, greatest segments, a lot of crazy OMG moments that happen on TV that you can't get away with in real life.
And WTF moments,
And
because
WTF
there are
moments
some that will
because-
just leave you
Well,
scratching your head.
you can get away with them in real life, but then you go to jail.
No, let me give you one example. Let me give you one example. On this week's edition of Impact Wrestling, Bully Ray had actually come out and said, "You know what? I actually have a proper human resources complaint about Scott D'Amore, the president of Impact Wrestling, because
I'm being mistreated.
and this is a physically and mentally harmful work environment."
Oh my god!
Listen,
It was so stupid.
All I
Coming
remember
from
is-
the biggest, nastiest
Oh my
asshole.
goodness! Thank you, Mr. Gene
Yo,
Rick, for the
Gene
399
Rick.
super
Thank
chat.
you for the super chat. We appreciate
Thanks,
it.
my
But yes,
dude.
that's
$3.99
just
super chat, throwing up the hot cup of Joe.
$399, known as $69.99 multiplayer only bullshit.
All right, gentlemen. So yes, that is an example of the hijinks that happens in the world of wrestling, and I'm going to talk about it by reviewing 3 of the the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE NXT, AEW Dynamite, and Impact Wrestling. On next week's edition, I will be discussing the main event of AEW Saturday Collision, which is happening right now, still.
Yes.
And then we start off the week right with my program and say we have a flow. We work backwards here. Remember, like we start off with Angels. Joe,
I don't
Los Amigos
think well when I'm hungry.
I think better when I'm hangry. So
Guys,
let me
we're on the
thank you.
clock.
We're running the clock out. We're running a
Exactly.
little overtime. We start with Los Amigos play, then we run backwards to Wrestle Rewind, then we run backwards to the Black Files over here. If you guys noticed here, on this program, the Ravens Flock, our flagship show, we covered like 6 different articles with like 5 different stories involving everything from Reddit to wrestling to video games to Activision Blizzard being stupid to XQC getting nearly $100 million for a non-exclusive deal. And like I mentioned earlier, that the analogy that was given by Penguin Zero on this is like you get to get your cake, eat it too, and you get to have sex with the baker's daughter.
Awesome.
That was an insane story. But on the Black Files, we hone in on just one story. And I take the helm on that, and we cut right to the quick of it. This past week, I couldn't do my episode of the Black Files that I had planned. I was not in the right mental headspace. I had to cancel this week's program of the Black Files. But that doesn't mean that I'm not doing it this coming week. All right? We'll let you guys know, and please stay tuned as we grant you access live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Twitch for the Black Files here.
All right. And of course, tune into our main show.
The flow, Jose.
Right.
You've got it now.
I got this. And tune into our main show, our number 1 show, our top show in this channel, The Ravens Flock. Tune in every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Twitch, where we, the motley crew of nerds, will be here to discuss with you the latest stories and news that's happening in the world of nerd and geek culture. Whether it's a busy week, a slow week, or even a dead week, it doesn't matter. There's always something to talk about, and we're here to share it with all of you. And we appreciate everyone tuning in right now, because everything that we've been doing from our shows, from our content, our shows, our subathons, our watch parties, our con appearances, interviews with different cosplayers and guests, everything that we've been doing has all been part of our determination from 2013 to make your voice our mission. With that being said, Juan, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Folks, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of The Ravens Flock, hosted by Jose Casabona, Angel Mendez, and yours truly, Juan Arouse, as we bring you the latest news of the world of geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between. Work hard to make your voice our mission. Join us as we stream to you live every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Twitch. Hit the subscribe or the follow button Ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Become an inner flocker by hitting the join button. And until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Twitch.tv/TheRavensFlockOnline, and of course,
For now.
remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, youtube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock.
All right, folks. Thank you for tuning in to another exciting live edition of our flagship platform. Nerds watching all over the internet. We are the Ravens Flock, and we are out.